Are you ready for some thrilling updates, 49ers fans? The offseason is heating up, and there's buzz swirling around a potential blockbuster move that could reshape our roster, with whispers of a significant departure that could impact our offensive strategy. You won't want to miss what's on the horizon for our beloved team. Stay tuned as we dive into the latest rumors and what they could mean for the future of the 49ers. The San Francisco 49ers have certainly been the talk of the NFL this offseason, and as a diehard fan, I can't help but feel a mix of excitement and anxiety as we head into free agency. With the discussions around Brock Purdy's contract extension and the potential trade of Deebo Samuel heating up, there's a lot at stake. After a disappointing 6-11 finish last season, the 49ers have some serious work to do, and the path forward hinges heavily on the moves they make in the coming weeks. Injuries plagued our roster last season. It was tough to watch a team that had reached the NFC Championship game 3 years in a row fall short of the playoffs. Now it's clear that depth is a major concern. As we look ahead, the focus on NFL free agency becomes paramount. According to reports from Tony Pauline at Sportskeeda, the 49ers are set to target offensive linemen and a cornerback, with an eye on a wide receiver, though that last move could depend heavily on what happens with Samuel. This brings us to our current roster and the players we might lose. Charvarius Ward had a challenging year, and understandably so, given the personal tragedies he faced. His performance dipped, and it seems he's leaning towards playing outside of California. Losing a cornerback of his caliber would be a blow, but there are options out there. DJ Reed Jr. stands out as a potential target. He's a player that defensive coordinator Robert Saleh knows well and would bring a high-end starter mindset to our secondary. But if we're looking to be more strategic with our budget, veterans like Carlton Davis III or Rasul Douglas could be smart, cost-effective alternatives. Now let's talk about the offensive line. Only Dominic Pooney is a fixture for the long term. Trent Williams is getting up there in age, and while he's still an elite talent, we need to be looking ahead to find his eventual replacement in the 2025 NFL Draft. The rest of our line? They're essentially replacement-level players, which is a concern. Free agency could be our best shot at solidifying this area. Veteran guards like Kevin Zeitler and Brandon Scherf could provide the immediate help we need, while names like Morgan Moses, Dan Moore Jr., and Alaric Jackson could step in as offensive tackle options next season. As a fan, I can't help but feel torn about the direction we're heading. Do I think we're making the right moves? Honestly, I'm not entirely convinced. While the focus on the offensive line and cornerback makes sense, I worry about how we're balancing our immediate needs with our long-term vision. The draft class next year may help us, but we need to ensure we're not just patching holes, but building a solid foundation. What does this mean for us as fans? It's a time of uncertainty mixed with hope. The decisions made in the coming weeks could either set us up for a return to playoff contention or leave us scrambling to recover. I want to hear your thoughts on this. Do you think the team is on the right path? What are your expectations for our free agency strategy? I want to hear your opinions down below. The San Francisco 49ers are gearing up for what could be a transformative offseason, particularly when it comes to bolstering their secondary. With the veteran cornerback Charvarius Ward likely heading for free agency, it's time for the Niners to reassess their options. And according to ESPN analyst Aaron Schatz, one name stands out as a perfect fit: Asante Samuel Jr. from the Los Angeles Chargers. Now, you might be wondering why Samuel is being touted as the ideal addition for our team. Well, Schatz points out that the 49ers have some significant decisions to make. With Ward likely on his way out, alongside depth players like Isaac Yiadom and Rock Ya-Sin, the team must look to inject some youth into a critical position. Samuel, at just 26 years old next season, could be the energizing force they need. Let's take a closer look at Samuel's recent performance. Despite a shoulder injury that limited him to just 4 games last season, he still managed to post a DVOA coverage rating that was above average. And in 2023, he had an impressive year with 63 tackles, including 1 for a loss, 2 interceptions, and a career-high 13 passes defended. He even earned a coverage grade of 75.6 from Pro Football Focus. That's not just good, that's elite potential, waiting to be unleashed. But does he fit what our defense, under coordinator Robert Saleh, is trying to accomplish? Absolutely. Samuel shines in zone coverage and displays excellent ball skills, making him a seamless addition to the 49ers' defensive scheme. It's as if he were tailor-made for what San Francisco is building on that side of the ball. However, let's take a moment to reflect on the implications of this potential move. If Samuel becomes a 49er, it signals a shift in strategy. It shows that the organization is not just focused on immediate success, but is also committed to building a sustainable and competitive team for years to come. The fans, including myself, are yearning for a Super Bowl run, and securing a player like Samuel could significantly enhance our chances. On the flip side, we also have to consider what we might be losing. Ward has been a solid contributor, and his departure could leave a gap in experience and leadership. This is one of those moments where I find myself torn. Do we stick with a known quantity in Ward, or do we take the risk on Samuel, who has the potential to be even more impactful? The offseason is full of these tough choices, and it's easy to get caught up in the excitement of new possibilities. But let's not forget that every decision carries weight. The prospect of losing Greenlaw to the Arizona Cardinals and Ward to the Minnesota Vikings adds another layer of complexity. It's a delicate balance to strike, and as fans, we feel every bit of that tension. So, what do you think? Was identifying Samuel as the perfect fit a stroke of genius, or is it too soon to move on from Ward? Honestly, I'm conflicted. On one hand, Samuel's youth and talent are hard to ignore, and on the other, the experience and stability that Ward brings could be invaluable. And you, what do you think? I want to hear your opinions down below. As we dive deeper into the offseason, every move will be scrutinized and debated. It's what makes being a 49ers fan so thrilling. There's a palpable energy surrounding this team, and it's clear that big decisions are on the horizon. If they play their cards right, we might be looking at a roster that's not just competitive, but a true contender. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to stay updated on all things San Francisco 49ers, and make sure to activate the notification bell to get all the latest updates. The offseason promises to be thrilling, and I can't wait to navigate this journey with you all. Let's keep the conversation going in the comments.